I'm Perky.
And I'm Quirky. And this is the Perky and Quirky podcast. Welcome, dear muggles, or witches and wizards, to the Harry Potter episode. We are glad to have you here.
You did a little bit like Voldemort there. The Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
The boy
Everything
that lived.
come to die. I'm gonna live. Happy Christmas. This is around Christmas time. We thought, should I talk in British accent the whole time?
We don't, I mean, if you want to.
I'm a theater kid through and through. You guys know this already. So, let me tell you something. First and foremost, let's disclaimer.
Oh, yeah.
And let's tell you,
The pride flag.
Dumbledore's gay.
Dumbledore gay.
First and foremost.
Motherfucker.
And we do not fuck with J.K. Rowling anymore, okay?
No.
Let's clarify that. We do not fuck with her, so we wanna just go forward and say we are trans allies. Ally. Valentina, say ally.
Ally.
You were supposed to say ally. Yeah. So, we are trans allies. We are here for the trans women and trans men of the world. And the NBs, all of them. So, fuck J.K. Rowling, literally. But you guys know at this point that Harry Potter has become something a lot bigger
than her.
And, if you want to, put it all onto someone, I'm going to say that Star Kid has now taken over the Harry Potter universe for me. So, and I do thoroughly, as someone who grew up with Harry Potter and my entire existence was based on it, I'm going to say that I still claim this, and this is mine, and this is yours, and this is everyone in between. It's not J.K. Rowling's anymore, so fuck you. Because I am also a big Fantastic Beasts stan as well, and these series give me a lot of comfort.
Yeah.
So I'm not giving that up for her bitch ass. So let's just clarify that first. Okay, let's get into it!
Woo! So we're doing the first movie.
Yes. Which of y'all hoes not seen Harry Potter? Because
I'd be shocked if anyone hasn't seen Harry Potter, or at least
I've been talking to some of my coworkers about it recently because every time I reread the book for this in preparation. And there were some people, the Sorcerer's Stone philosophers if you're nasty.
Yeah.
Philosophers if you're nasty. And I was talking to some people and they were like, no, I've never seen Harry Potter before. Gagged! The gaggery. No.
Were they raised super Christian?
Yeah, no. Well, there are some people who were like that, who I've met before.
Also, we didn't...
Oh, cheers!
Yeah,
cheers,
love. We
cheers.
have Butterbeer.
Beer. I love me some beer. Especially when it's buttery. Ooh, it's smoking. Ooh.
Yeah, you just drop a whole fucking stick.
Let them listen. Is it sizzling? Y'all hear it?
Mine's sizzling.
Yeah. That's good. It's sweet.
Oh, yeah.
I like it.
It's
from
pretty
Publix,
tasty.
you guys.
Ooh.
Not from the Wizarding, not from Hogsmeade.
No, we did not go to Universal's.
I couldn't make a trip down, I'm sorry. I couldn't operate today. I just wasn't feeling up for it.
I'm getting some next week, though, so...
Period!
I'm gonna be slurping.
Yummy. So, yeah, no, I was talking to some of my coworkers about it, and they were like, one of my coworkers is Scottish. And,
what?
Well, and, they filmed in Scotland for Harry Potter. So, he had seen bits and pieces of it, but he took his wife, or his ex-wife or whatever, and his kid, his ex-kid, to, where they filmed, the castle that they filmed at. Excuse me.
Oh, okay.
Pardon me. I'm feeling like Hagrid right now. Like, dressed like Harry, but feeling like Hagrid. You know what I mean?
Oh, Hagrid in the sheets, but
Harry in the streets. Yeah, that's right. He's a child. Harry's a child in the first movie, so...
Yep. The last one,
Don't get it twisted.
No, he's not even an adult in the last one. He's
He turns 18.
Oh, I thought he's just 17.
I don't know. Anyways, so... Yeah, he took them to the castle in Scotland, and they had a good old time. But he said that he did not watch the Harry Potter movies, and I was like, how can you be in the UK and not?
Also, how did you go? Why did you go to the castle if you've never seen the movie?
For his ex-wife and his kid.
You didn't watch it with them? Now I see why she's an ex.
No,
sorry.
That was literally the breaking point for their marriage.
She was like,
They're
you
done.
just won't fucking watch Harry Potter.
How dare you not watch fucking Harry Potter with me? Okay, so let's get into it. If you haven't seen Harry Potter, we'll go over the plot a little bit.
We'll get into it.
So basically, Harry Potter, he lives under the stairs, right? Yeah. He's an orphan.
Everyone point and laugh.
Fucking orphan.
Literally every piece of media just laughing at orphans for no reason.
Because why is every media from the 2000s like, haha, you're an orphan, haha, that's so sad.
Events.
Series of unfortunate events. We watched Meet the Robinsons a couple days ago. That was all about being an orphan. Like, y'all, get parents. Like, pick it up.
Anyways, so you're the bully. You're the one bullying. Of course.
Here you go saying bully again.
Bully.
It's like the code word every time. Drink every time Priscilla says bully.
They'll die.
But anyways, so he's an orphan. He lives under the stairs, right? Because he's, they hate him. His muggle, if you don't know what a muggle is, it means you don't have magic. Or if you're from Fantastic Beasts, it's called a nomad, I know all the lore. No magic.
Interesting. I never watched.
Or as Tina says, no magic. No magic. I love her. Anyways, so, lives under their stairs. His uncle and his aunt and his cousin hate him. They bully the fuck out of him. They bully the fuck out of him. They beat the fuck out of him. Poor little Harry. He's so skinny. He's so small. And he don't get fed. And blah blah blah. All this. So then he gets his a bunch of letters come to his house, and he's like, who is this from? It's Hogwarts with witchcraft and wizardry. Knock it on the door,
and
right?
There's that one scene where they're all falling from the sky, and he tries to grab them out of the air instead of all the fucking ones on the ground. There's
so many on the ground, Harry. Like,
put them in your pants and run outside.
No, like, I said, while we were watching the movie, I was like, because Priscilla was complaining about that, and I was like,
pissing me off.
He should have put it in his pants, and then if Uncle Dursley tried to pull it out of his pants, call the cops, because that's sexual assault. That's child.
Because their whole thing is that they like being normal. So like, if he ran out into the street, it was like, Uncle Vernon's literally trying to touch me.
Right.
He's touching me. This grown man is touching me.
Right.
CPS.
Exactly.
And then you would be able to go to Hogwarts.
I mean, he could have called CPS in the first place, but Harry's not very bright now, is he? Because he's a wizard. He's not meant for the regular school. He's not meant for the regulars, the muggles. So eventually, they try and hide him. They try and hide him away. They take him to this place where he can't get the letters, but turns out he can because Mr. Hagrid come knocking on the door, and that's my man. I love him.
Oh yeah, Hagrid's
not my man
favorite.
Like that, but that's my father.
No, right? I love riding Hagrid. What do you mean? Universal Studios riding Hagrid?
They take the Hagrid ride, if you know what I mean.
It seriously. That's my fucking
serious. It's serious. Black up in here. So yeah, so Hagrid comes in. He brings him a little cake. This is his birthday. And he sat on it. And he tells him, "You're a wizard, Harry." I don't know why I turned into a German person.
Yeah.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Oh my god, I'm a wizard?
What? I'm a what? That's what he says. I'm a what? Okay, so then fast forward, they go to Gringotts, they get his money, he gets his stuff, he gets his wand picked, blah, blah, blah. He meets Draco, that little fucking Nazi. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Okay. Draco is actually canonically a Nazi when you think about it.
He's just a wizard Nazi.
Everyone in Slytherin, I hate to break it to y'all, my roommate is a very proud Slytherin, but doesn't mean she's a very proud Nazi. However, once I read the book again, I was like, wow, this house is full of a bunch of fucking bigots. Like,
the way you said she's not a proud Nazi, as though she's like...
She's not a regular Nazi. She's not a Nazi, but she does have blonde hair, blue eyes.
She's like a low, self-esteem Nazi. Like, she's a little self-conscious.
No, stop. Okay, we're gonna take...
No, she's not.
We're done with this bit. This bit is not true. So, yeah, the Slytherins are indeed terrible people. Yes. I'm sorry, I hate to break it to y'all. Y'all can rebrand all you want. You can go through the social media cleanse all you want, but, the internet is for real and forever, so, remember that always. Because even though I'm wearing Gryffindor, I'm Harry Potter right now. I'm Gryffindor. I am a Hufflepuff. I am a Hufflepuff. You're a Hufflepuff. So, and Hufflepuffs are very good finders, so I'm going to find that racist ass tweet that you posted 10 years ago, you Slytherin bitch. Like, I'm gonna find it.
Also, like, this is why J.K. Rowling's a bad a writer. Mm-hmm. None of them stayed for the final battle in the last book / movie.
The Slytherins, yeah.
None of them stayed. That, to me, you're fucking lying to me. Or you're just a bad writer, which is part of it. Well, like, what do you mean none of them stayed? How is this house full of just the worst people? That, like, to me, is when in, like, D&D, they're like, this whole race is, like, a bad race. I'm like, that's bad, just a bad writing.
There's gotta be a few people who are good.
But, like, you mean none of them, like, changed outfits, like, changed their uniforms so that they looked like a different...
Right.
You know, so that when they were fighting their parents, or maybe... Like, you're telling me none of the Slytherins were rebellious against their parents and were like... I'm gonna beat the shit out of you because I know you're under that fucking mask, Marge. I know you're under that fucking mask.
The parental trauma.
Yeah, like, I know for a fact there were some, but the fact that she didn't write that, you're a bad writer.
No.
Sorry.
And looking back on this, I know we get on tangents and we're missing.
Yeah, we'll go back to the plot.
We're circling back. But reading this book just proves to me how much farther we have expanded past J.K. Rowling.
Yeah.
Because the first book was not as good as I remembered it to be. Or it wasn't as, like, fleshed out as I remembered it to be. And that just tells me that you have a lot of people who are, they are creating their own, like, world within the world, right? Mm-hmm. They're, like, expanding. They are adding substance to this universe, and J.K. Rowling, she put the plot there, I guess, but at the end of the day, it is not hers anymore, and that's how you know that we're good. Like, we don't need her no more.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that was my little tangent on that. So, blah, 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 blah. He gets his stuff. He gets on the train, 9 3/4.
Yes.
And he meets Ron and Hermione, and... that was cunt. I love that first scene with them. Like, it's so cute. Like, they're so little babies. I just want to squeeze. I just want to pinch Ron's little cheeks.
I forgot how sassy Hermione is.
Oh, she's so sassy, bitch.
Like, she swaggers in there and is like...
And she's like, and you are? You fucking ginger, you fucking soulless
also,
bitch.
Like, that doesn't seem like a real spell. All the ones I've done have worked.
Tear it up.
And then walks in.
Tear it up, my blood.
Thinks it's his fucking, like, oh! You said the M word?
That's my girl. She let me say it.
But, like, the fact that she walks in, repairs this guy's glasses, like, and then walks out.
Oculus reparo.
Like,
and
she's that bitch.
No.
Like, so,
I have never met a badder bitch than Miss Hermione Granger. I'll tell you that. So, they go to Hogwarts, and it's fucking magical. I love, blah, 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 the feeling.
Is there magic?
Yeah.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, that's so crazy.
You didn't know that?
No. I just thought it was all science.
So, basically, they go into Hogwarts, and they got the sorting hat, and blah, blah, blah. Harry gets sorted. He's like, I don't want to be no Nazi-ass bitch. Don't put me in Slytherin. And, you know, he can choose. He can choose, so he chooses to be in Gryffindor. Or he says not Slytherin.
Well, I saw a theory that, like, if you're brave enough to ask to be in Gryffindor... That's what, like, kind of determines that you would be in
Right.
It's because you're brave enough to be like, this is what I want.
Exactly.
And I was like, that's kind of... But also, the Sorting Hat, fucking freak.
No, he's a little freak.
Why is he like, God, like, a Weasley? I know like, this head
like, why are you moaning and groaning and all of...
Like, right then. Right.
You're on children's heads.
Like,
Please contain yourself.
I should not be worried that when they take the hat off, it's going to come out with a squelch. Like, you're freaking me the fuck out.
Sorry, that was probably very loud.
Like, I'm expecting,
not
like...
a squelch.
Like,
oh, there's just, like, a little trickle.
Yeah, no, literally, like, as you can
Ew! Ew!
Take it off. But, like... Oh no, I'm happy that he doesn't show up that much in the movies because I'm
Me
like,
too.
you're such a fucking freak.
No,
I don't like you.
But do I love the Sorting Hat and Harry Potter musical? Yes.
I like the scarf.
The sexuality scarf in him,
scarf.
which we'll talk about Harry Potter musical another time, another day, but, because that's a whole thing.
We will be referencing it a little bit.
Yes, because like I said, Harry Potter is my universe. So, so he gets sorted in Gryffindor, cutesy, and then what happens next? He gets like to all of his classes and bullshit and Snape. So let's talk about Dumbledore. Let's talk about Snape. Let's talk about Miss Minerva McGonagall.
Ooh, beautiful.
Because Minerva, Hermione Granger is my bitch. Minerva is my queen. Like, that is my girl. Boots the house.
I was gonna say that's auntie.
Boots
that's mommy.
the house of Gryffindor. Huh?
That's what I was gonna say. That's like mommy.
That's mommy, and then
mommy Minerva.
Or is she auntie, and then Molly Weasley is mommy?
That's true. I love Molly.
Me too.
To my core. Like, she's so beautiful. Like, she's
Not
such
my daughter, you bitch! No, like, that's mother. So, and they can both be mother, you know.
Yeah,
so.
you can have two mothers that kiss, and
right.
they hug, and they cuddle, and they...
I mean, you started crashing there. I love their little scene that they have I think it's in Deathly Hallows Part 2. But, yeah. Anyways, so, I love Minerva. There is, like, a big, story there, I think, with Minerva that people could be profiting off of. Like, I love Fantastic Beasts. Did that mean that I wanted them to break all the plot holes with her little cameo and us ruin a potential storyline with Minerva? Like, we could have had a spinoff with her.
Well, it's like, isn't Minerva's, like, backstory that she was in love with a muggle?
I think so.
And, like, she had to do the amnesia thing to him and, like, leave?
Yeah, I think so.
Like...
Or it's a fanfiction.
Maybe I misread something. I could have sworn that was her backstory, that, like, she, like, had a whole thing with her muggle.
It's ringing bells for me.
Like...
It's ringing little bells for me.
But also, to me, headcanon, she's definitely gay. Minerva.
No, that's a lesbian.
Like, come on. She turns into a cat.
That's pussy right there.
And she not only eats pussy, she living in pussy.
She living in
she
the
is
pussy.
living as pussy. Like, come on. That is a lesbian right there. The way she, like, is immediately sees a kid breaking the rules, flying his broom, but he's good at it, so she's like, oh, you're gonna be on the fucking Quidditch team.
Oh, you're coming with me.
That's a fucking lesbian
Oh, you're
mom.
coming home with me. Yeah.
Her and Madame Hooch have explored each other.
Oh, yeah.
She's explored that cooch.
Ah!
Madame Cooch is what she
Madame Cooch! Master of the pussy.
Master of the pussy.
She's the master of the pussy. Yes, Minerva, love her. Dumbledore.
Wait, where are we in the plot?
I just wanted to side talk about
Yeah.
some characters. I like going on the plot, but like because this is the Harry Potter episode, everyone kind of knows where I'm going.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Dumbledore because I asked my friends, how do you guys feel about, the different actors, Richard Harris versus I don't remember the other guy's name.
Oh, you can just say Dumbledore 1.
Dumbledore 1, Dumbledore 2. So, I personally love Dumbledore 2 because Dumbledore 1 is too sweet. Like, he's too nice. And, like, Dumbledore, ultimately, when you think about it, is a cunt. So, like, when you, like, really process in your brain, like, how the fact that he, first of all, is a little gay bitch who only just wants to, like, stir up some drama, stir up some tea. He comes in, he drops, like, a little, like, one-liner every once in a while. He's like, and then, like, he could fix things most of the time.
Yeah.
Does he? No.
Well, like, for me, my argument for Dumbledore 1 is that because he's so sweet, it's, to me, more insidious the way he raises Harry as, like, a pig to slaughter.
Right.
Like, that is, like, I feel like makes, to me, more sense that, like, of course Harry trusted him, and of course, like, everyone else, like, idolizes this man because of his demeanor, but, like, underneath, there's something so much more sinister going on. So, like, to me, I'm like, that's scarier, and honestly, a little bit more realistic, because, like, people are able to hide themselves that well, and, like, I'm thinking about this like, super powerful wizard. Of course he's able to, like, charm people so much that, like, no one even has, like, the benefit of a doubt with him. Like, no one is even, like, questioning that he could be, like, possibly a bad person.
I can see that, but I feel like, I don't know. I don't like the idea of, but I guess that could explain why Harry is so, like, quick to regain trust in
he, like, immediately kind of forgives him.
He does. He doesn't really, like, ever blame anything on Dumbledore. He's always like, oh, he meant right.
Like, if this was fucking Percy Jackson... Sorry.
Percy would, like, beat the fuck out of him.
Percy would be like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Another adult has failed me, bitch. Yeah. Like,
honestly, like, Percy would have been like, yeah, of course you did, because nothing goes well. Like, nothing goes right for me.
All of these grown-ass, tax-paying fucking motherfuckers have failed me in my life, and I expect nothing less. And, I mean... From a god, from an adult. The only one who is a real one in Percy Jackson is Sally.
Yeah, of course.
And then later on, Paul Blofeld.
Because beautiful stepdad.
Love Paul Blofeld.
But, like, to me, I'm like, Dumbledore... It's just, like, it makes sense that Harry latches onto him so much after, like, being... Again, like, an abusive family. I feel like J.K. Rowling, the way she writes it, it's like, this is, like, so kind of quirky that, like, his... aunt and uncle, like, kind of abuse him and, like,
that's so funny. That's so silly.
And she's like, that's, like, so funny and silly. I'm like, Harry's, like, his ribs are showing. I can see that solar plexus, babe.
Like, the solar plexus is out.
I can see it. We need, like, how is no one at school, like, clocking this? Like, how are...
And then Ron comes in, and Harry's like, hey, we'll take everything on the trolley, and then Ron eats all his food.
Yeah.
Come on, fatty. I'm just...
Get out of here, fatty! Like,
you've had enough.
Also,
you've had enough.
Ron, you had your fucking mushed up sandwich.
Oh my god.
Eat that.
When he pulled up that sandwich on the train.
I was like, also...
I said, that's a human heart. Molly sent him to eat a human heart.
He did not have to show the trolley lady that. He just wanted to do that.
He's like, I got this.
No, I'm like, you could just say, no thanks, I don't need any. You just went...
No,
I have this
because he knew he was literally using it. He was using it to his advantage.
Yeah, he was... Harry should have bought all of it and then ate it in front of Ron.
Right.
And not let him eat it.
Okay, now let's talk about Snape, because...
Oh, I was thinking about Snape later on.
Later on?
Yes. Okay. It's not right now.
Snape, yes, he pisses me off. No, do I fall for the, like, avenge arc?
No,
because
absolutely
later on?
not.
No, I was not, like... You cannot tell me, once again, he's being abused by a teacher. Like, you cannot tell me that just because he did all this and that for Harry that he's better now. No, he's a cunt.
Also, it's just basic, like, humanity of, like, not letting a child die.
Right.
That's not that stellar.
Wow, you did the bare minimum.
Yeah. And, like, later on, he fucking mentally abuses Hermione to the point that she gets, like, cosmetic surgery on her face.
Right.
Because of how terrible of a person he is.
Right.
Like, Snape is not a good person. Also, like, with Neville, he was terrible. Like, Neville's having a panic attack. Snape was Neville's worst fear in the later books and movies.
Right.
That is not something that should happen with a teacher. You are just a bad person.
And he's a freak. Like, literally, they call him a freak later on, but...
But...
Or no, is that Lily? I don't remember. But it's whenever it's Snape's backstory or whatever.
But is he cunty as fuck?
He is cunty as fuck in this movie.
So
with his little, like, sleeve, like, that he has pulled up. He literally has an Ariani ass sleeve, like, the way it's, like, pulled up to here. And then, like, he's, like, and the hair and the bang always in the face. No. Like,
Snape's literally, like, we're going to talk about potions today.
Yeah, like...
Like, and then
I was expecting to go to Rock-a-tiki-ta down the runway on that dueling club moment.
And him with his fucking
cape
billowing down the hall.
No, like that is, like, oh, God, he's the most annoying gay in the world.
But I'm like, you know, he's definitely the gay that's like, whoosh. Anyways, my mother died.
No,
like,
exactly.
Why did you do that?
This is why Harry Potter musical Snape is so canon.
They clocked him.
They clocked his teeth so bad. Like
we're going to talk about potions. We're not doing
Joe Moses, I'm on to you. I love him so much. Okay, so getting back to the plot, I wanted to talk about them because obviously they're integral characters. So we're going to start going to school. They're learning. We never actually, like, really see them in class most of the time. Like, I want to see, like, the nitty-gritty, you know? Like,
we
sometimes...
see, like,
we see bits and pieces.
Yeah, like, the first day is kind of what we get.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is cute. Like, first day, like, this is, my classes.
Love first day in Hogwarts. Did you ever, like... whenever you, like, were into Harry Potter...
Yeah.
Like, how into it did you get? Like, did you, like, think about, like, what classes you would pick? Like,
yes.
Were you on Pottermore?
A little bit. Not as much as other people were. I was, like, on the Quidditch team, but here, okay.
You were on the Quidditch team. I forgot you were on the
and I was a
Quidditch
good
team.
fucking keeper. Slapped a girl's tit while keeping on accident because I was in it. I was a part of it. And then my friend got voted president and then ran the club to shit. Love you, but you did say that you ran it to shit.
I didn't know this was at your actual school. I thought this was like an extracurricular.
No, this was at school.
Okay, wow.
Like it was really fun though. It was great. But my confession, I watched the movies like as a kid, like with my family and stuff. Mm-hmm. I was Harry Potter adjacent, where I knew everything about Harry Potter. I knew all the lore. I knew all the ships. I knew all the characters. I understood like the themes of it. I understood like what people were getting out of it. I did not read the books until senior year of high school.
Damn.
But I knew all of this from like middle school on. I was like, yeah, so this and this. Like I understand this like part, this like specific thing, and people would ask me questions when they were talking about Harry Potter, like, wait, do you remember like when this happened, like what book? I'm like, it's this book, but I didn't read the books until senior year.
Right.
But I just knew because of how flooded all my like social media was on. Right. Because like the people that I followed for fan art for like Percy Jackson had a bunch of like fan art for Harry Potter. Okay. And then from there I like it was like learning another language without ever like going to the country. Right. Just like I knew the language was like, why do you know familiar that? Yeah.
That's interesting because the first movie that I saw, I peeked into my dad watching Half-Blood Prince. So I always knew that, spoiler alert, Dumbledore was going to die. Because I remember, crazy. No, I literally remember him falling off of I walked in, like, when he was falling off of the tower. Yeah. And I was like, oh my god, gag. I was literally like 6 years old. I was like, oh my god. What just happened? They just threw that little... F-slur.
No. Well, Dumbledore's like kind of a bitch, so...
No, like literally died.
Literally.
They literally did. They just threw him off the tower like, oh my god, that's a gag of the century, right? And then like Harry was like... And then everyone was like... You know? So I remember that, and that was what got me interested. I read the books. I started reading them in 4th grade. So I was 10 or 11 years old. And then once I did that, it literally became my entire life. Like, I met my friends based off of this. Whoa. I was reading... First fan fictions I ever read was Harry Potter. The first one I ever wrote was Harry Potter. Whoa. Shout out to Joy, girl. You know, I love you now. Give me burritos. That was our fan fiction name. And who was it about? Yes, you guessed it. The Nazi Draco.
I was about to ask.
And was it a your name? Yes. Did the character, or was it? No, it wasn't a your name. Just kidding. I lied. I lied. It was an OC. And it was an OC, and the person we use, you know, like how you use a picture, we use Avril Lavigne. Tore it up.
Was she a punk girl?
Yes! Her name was Ty.
She was a skater girl?
And she was a skater girl, and she was, like, all edgy and stuff, and just Draco could not resist her. Like,
of course, because she's blonde.
Yeah, she's blonde, she's got probably blue or green eye, whatever. Yeah. And, yeah, she was cunty. I remember we made her cunty. Yes,
so you guys did the opposite of Ebony Darkness.
Right, right.
Which is the one that I wrote. Okay.
Don't.
Could you imagine if I came out and I was like, I am the writer of Ebony Darkness. We have
royalty in the room right now. Like, that would be crazy.
No, that would actually be fucking insane. Also, no one's ever come out and said that they wrote it. Have you noticed that?
We're gonna get it like 20 years from now.
They're like on their deathbed.
They're like,
I did it. I wrote Ebony Darkness.
And then and then just like fade out.
I'll see you, Draco. I'll
see you in my dreams. My immortal. Anyways, so what was I talking about? Going back to the plot.
Yeah, where are we?
We're all over the place. It's okay. Sorry, I'm smacking on these jelly beans for real.
Yeah, we have the
Birdie Bots. But they're not the bad ones, except for the popcorn.
The popcor's always bad.
So, he learns how to do Quidditch. Oliver Wood.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about him.
God, I got popcorn again. Sorry, go ahead and continue.
Oliver Wood is cunty. He would literally kill someone for a broom. Let's just talk about that. Mm-hmm. And then...
Also, headcanon for Oliver. Ace King.
I believe it.
And he's ace?
I think he does end up with... No, wait.
I'm not saying a romantic. I think he's ace.
Okay, true.
The only wood that he wants in between his legs is a broom.
That was good.
Thank you.
All right, snap. All right. Tap, tap. So, they learn Quidditch, blah, blah, blah. So, the ongoing plot is that, right, the little Voldemort soul has snatched onto Quirrell. This, like, weird-ass, freak-ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
And he's, honestly, like, he kind of pisses me off in the movie. I feel like he could have been a lot better cast.
Why?
Because... Maybe it's because I just love Brian Rosenthal from Harry Potter musical. And, like, I can't. And also, I don't know, I just, like, he's not as freaky as I remember him to be. Like, I want Quirrell to be a little freak. Like, he's, like, just, like, skittering around, like, you know,
on
like
all
this.
fours.
Yeah, just like how Voldemort does whenever he's, like, eating that unicorn blurred. He's, like, skitters around and, like, floats around like this. And, like, I want Quirrell to... Oh, sorry, y'all. I want Quirrell to do the same, you know? Like, I want him to, like...
Have the same manner.
Right. Because, like, he... Oh, my God. I'm so sorry, you guys. It's Dumbledore. It's Dumbledore. He's messaging me. What the freak?
You're gonna be triggering some people if they're trying to, like...
I mean... I want him to... I mean, his soul is getting snatched right now.
Yeah.
Like, I want him to be kind of, like... freakish, ghoulish.
See, I read Quirrell more as, like, a chihuahua, the way they, like, shiver and stuff.
Yeah, kind of.
So, like, I do agree that he could have done it a little bit more, because, like...
He just looks like a normal man most of the time in the movie.
I want him... Because the whole thing is that, like, he's, like, kind of pitiful.
Right.
Because the twins were hitting...
Yeah.
In the book, hit him his, turban?
Yeah.
His turban in the back of the head with snowballs.
Yes.
Repeatedly. But Quirrell doesn't do shit about it because he's a little pussy, pathetic
Right.
bitch.
Exactly.
Like, that is... You know, like, I feel like they could have incorporated that a little bit
I think they could have too,
more.
and that's kind of where I was getting at. Because I was like, he kind of pissed me off because he looked like a normal man, you know?
Because I went with,
like Brian Rosenthal in a Harry Potter musical, like, fucking up! Okay, so, basically he snatched onto his soul, and they're trying to get the Philosopher's Stone, because the Philosopher's, or Sorcerer's Stone, if you nasty, they're hiding it in, like, on the 3rd floor, and, because, obviously, Hogwarts is the safest place, right? What?
Question.
Yeah.
The Sorcerer's Stone has been around for a while.
Right. Nicholas Flamel.
Why did we move it from Nicholas Flamel to Hogwarts? What was the point of that?
I think...
Was it trying to, like, was someone trying to steal it?
In the book, Flamel had, like... I think he was getting ready to move on. Yeah. Like, he was getting ready to die. I'm pretty sure.
So they were trying to make sure no one...
Yeah, he was getting ready to die. I don't think it was safe, technically, where he was at.
Gotcha.
And they moved it to Gringotts. And then Gringotts wasn't even safe.
But I'm like, great. Isn't it, like...
It's supposed to be like, they don't break the fuck in, but...
So why the fuck... I just feel like Dumbledore...
Y'all just, like, contradictory left and right. Yeah. Like, please.
Because J.K. Rowling is... a bad writer. Sorry, gonna say it. Sorry.
Anyways, but yeah, no, I agree. I feel like it could have been safer elsewhere, but they had to bring the plot to Hogwarts, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
because everything has to surround Hogwarts in this fucking world.
And then you bring Fluffy in. Fluffy is everything. But let's talk about one thing, and we'll get into another character, the troll in the dungeon.
Ugh, he was sick.
Troll and Fluffy and all of like the effects in this movie, the CGI.
I complained about this when we were watching it.
It's bad. It's bad boots the house Tina.
Which, like, I get it. It's of its time. The centaurs are described as really hot in the books. They're not in the movies. Why the fuck did they do that? Why is he kind of ugly?
No, yeah.
Why is he, like, kind of disgusting?
He is ugly.
He looks like something, like, in archaeology that they, like, dug up. Yeah. Why is he ugly?
See, y'all could have done that better with prosthetics.
No. Yeah. Ooh, like a fucking ripped, like, dude that they, like, put him in his, like, little green screen, like, horse legs.
Y'all could have done that better.
And he's like, come with me.
Chris Columbus,
long hair.
We'll get together after this, and we'll go over some notes that we have, okay? So, Fluffy is guarding the stone, right? And, like, you know, the thing that I never got was, like, why the fuck that... I guess it's because, like, they're Gryffindors and they're brave and all that shit, but, like, why don't y'all just, like, go to school and mind your business? But, like, in the book especially, like, I thought it was just kind of Hermione who was interested in, like, what was going on. But it really starts with Harry and Ron. Like, they're really, like, what is this? Like, what's happening on the third floor? And, like, why is there a troll, or how did the troll get in? And then they start doing research, and, like, they're in the library, like, a whole lot, like, trying to figure out what the Philosopher's Stone is and blah, blah, blah. And I did not know that was originally Harry and Ron. I thought it was just Hermione being a little nosy bitch.
Professor, I have a question.
Yeah.
So Fluffy's in that room, right? He's
guarding, yeah.
How did that dog, a giant Cerberus that's the size of the room.
Right.
Where was he shitting and pissing?
Oh, all up in there.
Like, did Hagrid have to come and, like, take him out every day? Or,
no,
like,
I think Hagrid had to come and scoop that shit up.
That fucking sucks.
No, it sucks ass. But Hagrid is...
Poor Fluffy.
Poor Fluffy. Poor Hagrid. No, if Hagrid's the one scooping it up.
Think about it. Hagrid's busy doing groundskeeping stuff. Like, how often is he able to go there and clean? Fluffy's just sitting with his piss and shit on the ground. That's quite sad.
Maybe they got one of those puppy pads in there.
I think maybe Hagrid should not have any animals. Because it's obvious he's not...
You're not telling the Animal King he can't have his animals.
Well, maybe he should be...
Literally, the whole plot in this fucking movie is how he wants this little fucking dragon, and then they take that motherfucker away from him.
But in the book, they give it to Charlie. Not Charlie. Charlie.
Charlie's right.
Yeah, Charlie, who is, like, who understands dragons and,
like, studies my King Hagrid have his dragon.
No, it's too Tiger King-ish, where he's, like, keeping them, but, like, not taking care of them. He didn't care about the dragon's, like, safety and stuff in the movie, because he was like, oh, like, it's fine, because I want him here. He's not from here. He's from fucking Norway. He should be in Norway, because that's where his fucking climate is. This is not the perfect climate for him.
I get what you're saying, but my King Hagrid he has a good heart. He has a good heart.
Not a good owner, I think.
No, he has, he took care of Aragog that entire time.
Yeah, but he kept
that
him
bitch
in, like,
had so many No, he kept him in the chest when he was a baby, or, like, he was growing up. But then they move him to the forest, and, like, he checks in. That's his buddy. That's his friend.
Also, let's not forget the war crimes Hagrid commits.
What crimes?
By creating those fucking, like, ass-farting skinks that he makes that don't have a face. They just have, like, a big butthole.
What are you talking about?
Later on, when he becomes the magical, like, creature professor, he invents a creature that
is this in the book?
Yes, it is.
Okay, well, I haven't read them.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I read them, like, 10 years
also,
ago.
in Universal Studios, give me a free pass, y'all. Universal Studios, the ride, they show up, but it's basically just like a big gaping butthole that spits out flames. And then the other part is just like a scorpion tail. So not only did he transmutate this creature that's probably begging to die because it does not have a mouth or a face. So not only did he do that, he releases them upon the kids. And it's like, take care of these fucking fire-farting skanks. Take care of them.
No, because that's...
evil.
That's teaching, because...
Yeah! I think that's a good lesson.
You know...
For children.
Like, I don't fuck with Gilderoy Lockhart like that when he releases, like, the pixies on them.
Yeah.
But when Hagrid does it, I'm like, no, because...
It's a lesson.
That's his class, though. It's care of magical creatures. Like, that's what you're signing up for.
This is not a creature that existed. He invented it.
Yeah, but someone was gonna invent it eventually, you know? Like, if it wasn't him, it was someone.
Like...
We need to get back to it.
Sorry.
So basically, they're figuring stuff out. They're trying to figure out like what is going on. They start like unlocking more like clues and things like that. Mm-hmm. You've got Snape being weird, Quirrell being weird.
Hermione setting fire to Snape. Funny as fuck.
No, literally, like.
And I know that he was trying to help Harry, but that was funny as hell.
No, it was too funny.
I like that Hermione does unhinged shit like that.
Right.
That she is a goody two shoes, but like I think so. Hermione is definitely lawful good, but the law is her law. It's not what the law is.
Exactly.
If she's like, this rule makes sense, so I will follow it.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like, this rule does not make a lick of sense. I don't give a shit. I am going to be breaking it so I can achieve my goals.
Exactly. That's Mother.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sister right there. That's sister.
Little sister? Little sis?
So, basically in the movie, that's like most of the plot, right? Like, they get in the forest, they see the centaurs, like, Draco's a little shit, as per usual.
Out for you little shit!
And eventually, they figure out that they can sing Fluffy to sleep, they get through that, they do the devil's snare, blah, blah, blah. And then Harry gets to the thing, or the final boss, if you will, and it's Quirrell being a cunt. And he's finally like, no longer Chihuahua. He's like, I have the Dark Lord on it. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was very sleepy, so I did fall asleep on this part of the movie. It is a very comforting movie to me. I whenever I watch it, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so at home. Hogwarts is my home, like that. So like, I did fall asleep at this most of this like middle part right here, because the book too, like, there's just like a lot of nothing going on, really.
Yeah.
And then so Voldemort, fuckface on the back of his turban. Which, by the way, him wearing a turban,
feels
like,
weird.
didn't y'all, like, look at that and go, wait, this is freaky, because, like, why is this white guy wearing a turban like that?
Because J.K. Rowling's a bad writer,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, oh, like, they just wear, like, stuff, like, all the time. I'm like,
right.
but girl,
Snake Charmer? Wait.
like... Oh, because
I'm like, the gears are turning. I can see her little, like, prejudice.
Yeah,
like,
she was like...
she was like, okay, he was going to wear a turban.
He couldn't just wear a hat? Like a top hat?
No. That wouldn't have worked.
Like, it could have still been, like, a crazy hat. You
no,
that
like, wouldn't have worked.
It's made
wouldn't
out
have
of snake skin.
Right.
And it's blah, 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 blah. But she's like, what if it was from a different culture, but he's white?
What if we were racist?
I mean, she's also British. How are we forgetting that?
Yeah, no. Literally.
So, like, that's in her blood to colonize.
Right, exactly.
But, so, what I still don't understand.
Right.
No, I know. I remember why. Never mind.
What was it? What
I was gonna be like, Harry has the fucking stone in his pocket, but then Dumbledore gives that fucking stupid reason at the end where it's like, the only way you can find the stone is if your heart does not want to use it. Okay, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So, what? Like, what about Nicholas Flamel? He's been using it.
Yeah.
It's his stone. He made it.
I guess it's like if your intentions are good, maybe.
What's
but like, how can you? Yeah, like, why would his intentions be good?
Yeah.
Like, because like, isn't being immortal ultimately really fucking selfish?
Here's the thing: if he's immortal, is he donating his kidneys and shit?
Right.
Because they'll probably regenerate, right?
Right.
So, like, if that's what he's doing, then I'm like, yeah, of course.
Let's see the charity list that you donated to, Mr. Flamel.
What are you doing?
Right.
Why do you deserve it?
And if I recall correctly, in Fantastic Beasts, that motherfucker, he ain't doing jack shit because he can't even.
In it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
In the second one, Secrets of, or in Crimes of Grindelwald.
Oh.
Okay. They go and see him, and he's like, Nicholas Flamel. And then, like Jacob, like, breaks his, like, hand a little bit, you know.
But also, like...
He ain't doing shit. He ain't getting anywhere.
Is immortality that cool if wizards live for, like, 300 years? Like, 300 years?
No, it's not. I mean, I don't think immortality is that cool in the first place.
Yeah, but, like, why are you even doing this? Why are you even developing this
Like,
stone?
what does he have... What is Nicholas up to? Like, he wrote a book. As far as we know, only one. He made the stone, wrote one book, and then he's off and, like, chilling with his wife or whatever. Which... Wife?
Low key, though, if I
That
could
man is
get
gay.
a stone and live with my, like, dear loved one forever, I can kind of see that. I can understand that.
I could see it to a certain point, but not the way that motherfucker looked. Like, he was falling apart.
Oh.
Like,
He
y'all
looks
gonna be
old.
y'all gonna be fucking like the couple in X. Like
Ew.
Like,
it's dusty.
No, Dusty is flaking off. Like, oh god. Like, at that point, like, kill yourself. Okay. Anyways, so back to it. Yeah. So Voldemort, Krusty, he's on the back of head, and I wish they were gay lovers, like in Harry Potter. They're not. And then Harry's got the stone in his pocket, and he's like, and it ate. Can we talk about Daniel Radcliffe's performance in this? Like,
no, he did a great job.
Mama, down.
Like, Harry fully kills a man in the first book.
No, like,
movie.
Yeah.
Like, he turns to dust in front of him, and Harry's just like, I can't wait for summer.
No,
I killed him.
That kid has been through everything. Like, I'm surprised that they start doing, like, all the I'm haunted, like, I mean, obviously, I think they, like, still show that he is tormented by a lot of things throughout the books and the movies. But he really starts getting depressed, like, in Goblet of Fire, Order of Phoenix, right? But, like, that boy has been through
so much.
The most shit that anyone, I mean, him and Percy Jackson, like, they're up there.
Yeah.
Like, it's scary. It's scary.
Like, he's 11 and he's already killed a man, but, like, that's not even the worst he's about to go through.
That's why I'm saying, like, I'm like, why is he constantly, like, in this book, especially, like, he was searching for the danger.
And, like, later on, he acts like, ugh, like, I don't even want to get involved.
No, he didn't want to get involved anymore. He gave up.
But he'll be like, I don't even want to get involved, God. But then, like, so he'll still, like, but what's going on?
But what's happening?
But what's going on?
What's happening? What's happening over there?
Like, that's why
in the room of requirement.
So that's why I'm like, Harry, do you really want to mind your business, or are you?
No, he's a nosy hoe.
Are you trying to act nonchalant?
He's a nosy little hoe.
Yeah, he's like, no, like, I don't even want to know.
Like,
what if you told me? But, like,
baby girls, I'm creeping and I'm stalking.
What if you told me?
Yeah.
Like, all right, Harry.
No, he's a little gossip. He's a little gossip monger. He a little
also
of getting involved.
I'm gonna say I think Harry is one of my least favorite main characters.
No, I don't take that shit no more because I I was following y'all's discourse. I'm separating you from me because I was following y'all's discourse
on what?
On like people started bringing that up and they were like Harry's boring. Harry's this. Harry's blah blah blah.
I just think he's kind of an asshole.
But y'all love it when Percy is sassy, but you don't love my man Harry.
Percy is sassy. Harry's a dick.
When?
Like, when that one kid, like, I guess for me, because I am a younger sibling, so are you, but I think because I'm a younger sibling, that one little kid that he ends up dying at the end, that wanted to, like, take pictures of Harry.
Colin?
Yeah. He was just, like, kind of, in the
that motherfucker was annoying.
Okay, but in the beginning, Harry's, like, really mean to him.
No, in the beginning, in the book,
Harry
is fine with him.
Is he?
Yes.
I thought he started.
We didn't watch the second movie.
No, we didn't.
In the book, he's fine with him. He's like, oh, he's just kind of, he's cute. He does his little camera thing. But progressively, he starts, like, following him everywhere and capturing his worst moments.
Okay.
See, y'all want to villainize Harry, But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
like, it's everyone all up in his motherfucking business. If
Okay.
everyone was in my business like that too, I would be like, get the fuck out. Like, please leave me alone.
I don't know why I remember him being a dick to...
He is towards the end.
No, I mean the beginning. I meant, like, as soon as the kid popped up.
No.
Maybe it's in the movie or something, but, like, I just remember Harry being like, you're fucking annoying. Like, when he first shows up, like, he's just, like, 11 years old. Like, is annoying because
Harry's 11. Harry's 12 years old, and he's all
he's-
up in his business. Like,
Okay.
he's falling into the bathroom. He's falling
Yeah.
in, like, mind your own fucking private parts, Colin Creevy. I'm sorry, like, please.
I don't know why I remember Harry being way more of a dick to him.
It's literally like being on paparazzi. Like,
Yeah.
rubberazzi. Like,
Daniel Radcliffe beating the shit out.
no, like, I would, no, there
No,
is
as
that
he
one.
should.
There is that one paparazzi clip.
Is it Andrew Garfield that gets out of the car? Is literally, I'm about to hit you.
I
Like,
think
get the fuck
so,
away
yeah,
from my
yeah,
car.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
about to hit all of you. Because
And-
it's like 50 of them.
And period.
surrounding his fucking car.
So, like, I don't give a shit if you're 11, Colin Creevy. Like, if you get all up in my business, because in the book where Harry really starts getting pissed at him is whenever they're at the Quidditch match, and this is Chamber of Secrets. This is the second one.
Okay.
They're at the Quidditch match, and it's whenever he literally was, like, working his ass off to get the snitch, and then he gets it, and then the bludger, like, hits him, and he breaks his arm.
And then his bones are gone.
And his bones are... And Colin comes down there and
bones are-
starts taking pictures of him at his worst moment. I'll be like, you're not my fan, you're my enemy.
He's a journalist.
No. No. I call bullshit.
No, that's valid.
No, like... Get out my business, bitch. And he was just petrified. Like, he didn't die. He does die,
No,
like...
he does die later.
Later, but...
Yeah.
So does, like, everyone else.
Yeah.
So...
I think even his brother dies. Like, that bloodline's, like, wiped out.
Right. Done.
Like, crazy.
Done.
Crazy, completely wiped.
Also... Okay, wait. Towards the end, let me think about what...
Harry's
like
in the
the
bed.
timeline. Yeah, he's like sick, and Dumbledore's like, they destroyed the stone, blah blah blah, and then they talk about how Lily saved Harry.
Her being like, your mother's love protected you. Are you saying no other mother during this war protected her child and died? No, so no one else has, like...
Well, I don't think she's necessarily saying that. I just think that they're saying it was because Harry was prophetic. Like, they prophesized that Harry was going to be the one to, because, I mean, why is Voldemort going, like, personally? I thought he had, like, followers for that.
What do you mean?
Like, why is he the one going to, like, kill people, like, doing that? You know?
Voldemort? Well, he wanted to specifically do it.
He wanted to do it because...
He's a fucking... Also, it's a baby. Just,
Wait.
like...
Literally just shake him. Shake him dead.
Also, you were on the second floor. Grab the motherfucker out the window.
There is so many things. There's so many plot
like,
holes. Like, if he is that good of a wizard, he could have just, like, lit the house on fire. And,
Also, like, I get it. It's, like, Voldemort, the whole thing is, like, his hubris and blah, 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 and that's why, like, he has to use magic because he's not a muggle, and he's better than muggles, and that's why he wants to kill Harry.
Right.
But, like, dog. It's been, like, 17 years. Get a gun. Harry's not gonna...
when Voldemort gonna get his Glock and pull up? Like, at this point, the kid won't fucking die. Just pull up. Just pull up. Hogwarts. They won't be expecting it. They don't have any, like, gun security.
Go onto a muggle base.
Right.
Get yourself a bazooka.
Bazooka?
Blow that motherfucker
Damn.
up. Because he's gonna be like, what's the thing that's gonna do the most damage? He's gonna get a fucking nuke just for Harry.
Right.
Just to kill Harry.
I mean...
Because he's a dumbass. Because he's so fucking stupid.
He's stupid.
But,
stupid
like...
gay.
I just think it's dumb. To me, I think it's dumb that's like, your mother's love saved you. I don't know why I went German.
Yeah, you went somewhere.
I went full, I don't know.
You went somewhere there.
I don't know what region that was.
Right.
But the whole, like, your mother's love is, like, what protected you, and that's why he turned into dust. Okay, why doesn't that keep happening
Right.
to Voldemort every time he touches him?
Right.
Because he touches him.
He goes, and Goblet of Fire,
And
he
he
goes...
This is the first...
With my one nail that I have off.
This is the first book, so maybe, like, later on they do
Yeah.
have, like, a whole thing.
He
I
gets
forgot.
stronger, and
Yeah.
then, like, Pettigrew gives his arm or whatever. Okay. Back to the first movie, though. What How did you feel about, sorry, I had a thing. How did you feel about the House Cup? Whenever, like, Dumbledore's like, 50 points to Hermione, or 50 points to Harry,
Okay,
50 points to Ron, and 10 points to Neville. Yes, queen!
2 things. First off, fucking funny that all the other houses start cheering.
Like, they're like, fuck you,
It's
Nazis, Slytherin bitches.
Like, the fact that it's, like, so sad and, like, solemn when they first get there, because everyone's like, oh, like, Slytherin won. Oh.
Yeah.
So, like, that's funny as fuck to me. Because,
Right.
like, that's actually really silly, that literally everyone's cheering that y'all's asses lost. But, also, I think if I was any other house, I'd be like, actually, what the fuck?
No, literally.
What the actual fuck? This is...
If I was Hufflepuff or Ravenclaw, like, I'd be like...
I'd be side-eyeing. Like, I'd be looking at Ravenclaw and being like, guys, like... Is that not just, like, bullshit?
This is rigged as hell.
Like, this is actually kind of bullshit. Like, I am kind of pissed about this. Like, they were sending letters back and forth over the summer, like, no, and why? Why? Like, no, how did they even know that Neville did that? Because, like, I didn't know that. How did he know that?
No, literally.
How are you giving him 10 points?
Exactly.
Like, no, but another thing, and years from now, during the reunion, the Hufflepuffs and Ravenclaws are like, also,
no, because that's
thing.
tea. Because that's tea. Like they'd be like hyping each other up. Like,
and actually, the fact that Snape would take away 200 points just because I forgot my assignment.
Right.
Everyone else got it. I forgot it.
exactly.
What the actual fuck? That's so unfair. And they're sitting there at their little table like, actually.
That I would give my left leg, my right arm to hear the conversations that we're having on the other tables.
No, because I need them to be whispering to each other. I need Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw solidarity.
Right.
And I'm going, no, because another thing is...
And one more thing.
I solved that potion way faster than any of the other Slytherins, and they got 200 points. What the fuck was that?
Why are the Ravenclaws are so smart? Like, they're so smart.
How are they not winning every single house cup?
Exactly. Like, they need to be working the system. They need to...
Like,
they're if winning assignments. Also, why do they? Oh my god, my wig fell off. If sometimes you get points for sports and shit.
Yeah,
you get points for sports.
So you can't just win that game. You
Right.
have to also get 200 points for that.
Right.
That's bullshit. See, I should get 5 points for holding the door open for people.
Right, literally, let's talk about being nice to people.
But,
let's talk about not being fucking Nazis, like Slytherins.
Yeah,
Let's talk about that.
I just feel like the conduct stuff makes sense. If someone's fucking up, they should get points taken away.
Right.
That makes sense. But, they never say, oh my god, I saw that you helped heal that student.
Right.
10 points.
Right.
Because that was really sweet of you. And
Yeah.
we want to encourage good behavior.
Right.
I think the Slytherins would be... Because their whole thing is ambition. They would be better people if they did gentle parenting with them and positive reinforcement. And we're like, hey, Pansy.
Yeah.
I saw that someone dropped some trash. You picked it up.
No.
I'm
Instead,
gonna give
they
you 5
encourage
points.
Harry's bitch ass to break the rules and solve the fucking the puzzles every year.
Anyone else, though, we're gonna, fucking beat the shit out of you and take away points, and everyone's gonna shun you.
Exactly.
Do we want the Slytherins just stay bad?
Yeah, they do.
Do we
they need an enemy.
Personally, fan of reformation.
Right.
And, helping people.
Gentle.
You need to gentle parent these kids, because it's obvious their parents aren't doing it at home.
Right.
So, as educators, it is your job to not only, especially since it's a boarding school, to not only raise them with the values of, education and stuff, you should be raising them with the values that you want to see in society.
Where's the counselor? Where's the school counselor?
No,
is there a mental health person
for
there?
A fact.
These kids are getting abused.
Yeah.
Left and right.
It's obvious that Draco's a bad kid. He's a bad person. But it is obvious that that's being instilled in him by his family.
That's why ultimately I do believe in Draco, what's it called? The word
redemption.
For redemption. Draco redemption arc, because Snape, no redemption. He's a full grown ass adult.
Yeah, he's an adult.
Draco, his parents have they've bred him to be that way, right?
I will say, there are points where I'm like, all right, Draco, like, I don't think...
Like, when he calls Hermione a literal slur.
Yeah, like, I feel like we're a bit past... We're not past Reformation, but, like, you're gonna have to... There's a lot of work to be done.
Oh, there was work to be done, certainly.
Yeah. There's a difference between a snotty kid and a snotty racist.
Right.
Like, you gotta go to counseling, you gotta journal.
If they had pulled out that clipboard and the checklist
and they're
okay, so let's talk about your home life. Like, if they had pulled that out, then maybe we would have gotten a more progressive Slytherin, a progressive Draco.
I was gonna say a spinoff with a, like, counselor for, Hogwarts and, like, all the shit that she has to deal with. Because imagine kids coming in.
Oh, that would eat down.
Being like, yeah, I was dating, like, Cedric, and then he fucking died. And her be like...
Oh, damn.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty rough.
That's rough, buddy.
But, like, I also feel like wizard medication for mental health would be, like, fucking crazy. Like, well, we can just, like, take away your memory. And that'll be great, right?
No, that's Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
But they would be like, I'm gonna take off this
obliviate.
Obliviate this specific thing, so that you can't remember it. And then they'd be like, oh, okay, like, I feel so much better. I have no PTSD or trauma now.
Right. Saved.
But I was gonna bring up, did you hear about Snape wives? Do you know what this is?
No.
So, back in the day, I don't know if they're still around, there was a cult where they believed that they could channel Snape and that they were married to him and that they were all collectively sister wives to Snape and that they, like, followed his, like, doctrine and stuff. And they're known as the Snape wives. And there's, like, a lot of them.
Y'all are some fucking freaks.
Yeah.
Like, Snape does not give a shit about you.
No, they would literally be like, I'm speaking through, like, he's speaking through me, and he's in love with me, and loves me, and loves me, and loves me, and loves me.
If that man was not obsessed with that redhead-ass woman...
Well, they would all dye their hair red.
Of course they would.
No, I lied about that part, but everything else is true.
Okay. If he was not obsessed with that woman, he would be gay.
No, 100%.
Like, he's just like Lil Dumbledore. Like, he loves that man down.
Mm.
He would be gay. He would be taking it
He'd
up
be
there.
cunty, but, like, no, he, like, they would, like, follow his doctrine.
You know the meme where about Donald
do.
Trump where it's like, where you were telling me about, like, if he was meant to be a drag queen.
Oh, yeah.
That's Nate. Like, if he wasn't meant to be a double agent Half-Blood Prince,
he would have been
a drag queen, and he would have been a performer.
He would have been beautiful.
No, like, he would have
been gothy with it. He would
defense against the drag arts. That's right.
But, like, yeah, that's just, like, a thing. And then the last thing I was gonna say is these glasses caused a guy to call me Cho Chang wannabe.
Cho-chang, the arigato,
oh, that came off a little racist, because...
Also, Cho-chang doesn't wear glasses.
No, she doesn't. Harry Potter wannabe I can understand, because these are round fucking glasses, and it does make me look like
They literally are. We should have swapped.
No, then I'd be like, so...
Where are we? Where are we?
But yeah, so, just like, that I had to wear these glasses for this, episode, because I was like... Yeah, I gotta bring out the Cho Chang glasses, because apparently...
Oculus Reparo.
They just fly off my face.
Literally.
Alright, those are my last points.
My last point is, why the fuck did they talk like that all the time? They're always, like...
Are you talking about during the, like, chess scene?
During the chess scene. No, you can't.
No.
There must be another way.
Like...
He's going to sacrifice himself. Like, girl, y'all go to study magic, but you're not illiterate. You can speak.
I also forgot that Harry's so, like, nasally at some points.
Yeah.
He's like,
no, his voice is so high.
Yeah.
It's so high. It's so
like,
cute.
he's such a baby. He's such a little baby in this. I forgot.
I love Harry down. I don't care if y'all hate Harry, whatever. I love him down. I love Ron down. Like, he's like asshole, but, like, love him. Like,
I think Ron's more of an asshole than Harry is.
Right.
At least to Hermione. Like, later on.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that concludes our Harry Potter special.
Avada Kedavra! No, I'm kidding.
You bet.
Alright.
Closing out. I'm Perky.
And I'm Quirky.
And that was the Perky and Quirky podcast. Finito.
Which one is that?
Or Nox. Nox. Nox turns off the lights. Nox.